Soldier Boy got mad recently because a bunch of people were like, I think it was like $500 for dinner with Soldier Boy, and like a lot of people were like, "Give me the 500." And you're like, "Fuck all of you!" Like,
I'll be
he was
honest.
tweaking. He's off the
I'll
drugs,
be
man.
honest. I'd take the $500.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Almost Spicy podcast. We are joined today with a very special guest, by a very special guest. How do you say your last name?
Duong.
Duong?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Duong.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Minneapolis comic Andy Duong.
Thanks for having me. Where should I look? I just look right there.
You don't need to look anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you can address the audience.
Yeah.
So
We always break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
always.
I'll just stare right in the camera at all.
I'm just like, well, we're like,
Yeah, just get
trying
like,
to talk
very,
to you.
You just the scary look. Like,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Now the comments are gonna be all over you for wearing that sweatshirt again, but I just exposed you.
It's a nice sweatshirt.
Little golf wang,
Little golf
little Tyler the
wang,
Creator action.
Old action. Yeah.
Dude, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm going good. Yeah, excited to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you won the 2022 Acme Comedy Club Funniest Person Award?
Yeah, it was like a contest that they have throughout the summer. And then, yeah, I entered and there's like 3 rounds. It goes all throughout the summer.
Wow. Nice.
But yeah, I did that. Ended up winning. Didn't think I was gonna win, but I feel like I just had some good nights and it worked out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And they based that off like crowd reaction, and also the jokes too and everything.
Yeah, there's judges, and they'll like take in a lot of things into account, like just jokes, stage presence, crowd response. I think is a big one.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, so I think for this,
Kill, like it's like
yeah, but I think like the first 2 nights there's like only a few judges, but I think the last night for the finals, I think there's a large panel of judges from my understanding.
Okay.
But yeah, I never know because like. Comedy, it definitely depends on like where you go up on the lineup,
for sure.
And I always say like two of my friends were in the finals with me, and it's like my friend, he went before me, and then I went after him, so I was able to ride his high.
Oh god. And you have that connection with you.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, maybe if it was switched, like if I went first and then he went second, maybe he would have won. So it's really just like I don't, never really know.
Chance.
So
For
I
sure.
did think. It might have been luck, but also like you gotta come
Well,
prepared.
3 rounds though. That
That's
rid
true.
of that.
That
That
is
luck
true.
part. It's kind of like it really goes
you
down to fact
you
of that.
iron it out for sure.
Yeah, man. So stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
We usually interview musicians on here.
Yeah.
You're our first stand-up.
Yeah.
This is a change of pace.
Yeah,
for
this is
sure.
exciting though. Like, I guess I have some questions.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just as far as maybe like, if you could run us through some of the process of joke writing and maybe some of the discipline you go through, even some of your influences, comics that you look up to, anything in that realm.
Yeah, I feel like my writing and thinking process is just like I have to just always be thinking about it.
Okay.
Like just like when I go through everyday life and like something happens, like I'm like the best version of myself comedy wise, and like I'm just always thinking about comedy. So like I'll just be like going throughout my day, and if like something happens, like, oh, could that be like a bit if I write it down?
Yeah.
So a lot of times like that's why I have to kind of be like a good mindset like always to do that. Like a lot of times if I'm like stressed out with work, I'm not thinking about comedy, even if I'm like not like sitting down writing jokes, just like my mindset's not there.
Yeah.
Even if something funny happened.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just like brush, fuck yeah, I'll just brush it off. Yeah, exactly. So I'm always have to be like, I'm just always on, like even just like if it's slightly, like if I'm in like a friend setting or like I'm just like driving or something, I see some shit happen, I'm like, oh, I wonder if that could be funny. I'll just like think about it and I'll write it down.
Dude, that's badass. And you were writing in notebooks or phone?
Yeah, mostly my phone. But then like when I have like a bunch of like bullet points on my phone, just like random one-off things, and then like I'll sit down like every once in a while, like maybe like a few times a week, just like write down sentences,
It's
like
actually work them out.
yeah, and then I'll go on stage and try them at mics and whatnot.
So you're having like that initial thing where it's just like a bullet point. You're not going into detail, or are you?
No, like I made a joke recently, like it was last week. I saw like 2 dudes walking their dogs, and I was like, I've never seen that before. So I wrote in my phone, and then I got home that night, wrote a set about it, and I tried it at the mics that whole week.
Yeah.
How
many of the open mics are you doing every week?
I think I go to like probably like 3 to 5 times a week.
Wow.
That's a decent.
But some people go like every day, multiple times a day. People are grinding, and like I've done that before, like, and I don't know. It's just not, like I have a girlfriend and I have friends and like I'm from Minneapolis, so like
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff I have to do as well. But yeah, like people are grinding. But when I say 3 to 5 times, everyone's like, oh shit, that's a lot. But like people are doing more than that.
That's gnarly.
That's
crazy.
Multiple sets a day.
Yeah. It's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Which is it's dope that there's that many spots out there.
yeah. Minneapolis
The
is like
breweries and all.
yeah, exactly. Like the breweries, the bars, like the restaurants. Like Minneapolis is like one of the best scenes to start out in because there's so many mics. You get stage time.
Yeah.
Compared to like LA and New York, it's like relatively cheap to live in, So it's like
Yeah.
a lot of people, like a lot of my comedy friends, like some of them like moved to Minnesota for comedy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those guys at Acme are just like, yeah, I'm here from New York. I actually, I'm from Minnesota, but I went to New York.
Yeah, a lot of
Back right now.
Yeah. A lot of them
Yeah.
will move out. Yeah, and then they'll come back for like, their family's still here, and like there are good shows around the Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
it makes sense for them to come back.
How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Yeah, it depends who asks. Like, like my first stand-up set was when I was in school in Madison when I was like a sophomore in college.
Okay.
But I only did it like, I wasn't a comic then. Like I did a set like once every like 3-4 months, because I was a student first. But when I came to Minneapolis, when I started going to the mics like multiple times a week, that's like when I like called myself a comic.
Okay, got
So that I started like September of 2021.
Okay.
So almost 2 years now.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Not that much, man. And I'm sure not many people who are watching this know who we are, let alone who you are. Maybe they know more about who you are if they're on this video. But you just kill the room, man. You just,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
a killer comic, man. Like, yeah, me and my girlfriend started going to Acme and some of the other spots,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I want to get up there too. So what kind of advice would you give to somebody who wants to do stand up?
Yeah, I have a lot.
First time.
Yeah, like a lot of my friends, or not even my friends, like people that know people like who think about doing stand up, they always like get reference to me.
Oh, yeah.
And I always just tell them like, dude, you should just do it. Like, the reason why I got into it is like, dude, if I die without doing it once and not know how it was,
Oh, for
I'd be
sure.
so regretful. So I'm super glad. Like my roommate actually ended up signing me up for the first time.
Oh, really?
Because I was like almost like too scared to do it myself.
Sign.
Yeah, so he signed me up, and it's like, all right, no going back now.
Can't do anything about it.
Yeah, so like, okay, let me go now. But yeah, I just tell everyone like you should try it. I know like everyone's like, when in Minneapolis, like the first place people think of is Acme, and it's like, if you're like really serious about it, like that shouldn't be the first place you go to, because the crowd also is like always so good, and like you might get a false sense of
At Acme?
yeah, I think you get a false sense of like if you do really well, like you're like, oh, this shit's easy. It's like, no, that's because it's the best crowd ever.
Okay.
But also it's like,
Actually, on a packed night, on a packed Tuesday.
yeah, exactly. And then if it's your first time, a lot of people like people can be funny like in just like everyday life, but I think stand up you have to translate that to like stand up comedy. So I know I have a few friends that like are funny in real life, but they like are like, oh, I'm too scared to do stand up. I was like, you should have to write the jokes. But then Acme, it's like you should go to other places, like other mics in the city, practice there, and then once you're like ready, you should go to Acme.
Okay.
I didn't do that. I signed up to Acme right away. 'Cause
Which,
I was-
what I heard, who did I hear, man? Somebody recommended that. Like, they were talking about, in LA, like, don't skip around, just go straight to the comedy store. Like,
Oh, really?
It's Kill Tony.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So he was like,
interesting.
yeah, he was like, the best advice I got was just like, just go for the big stage, because you're not going to be ready now. You're not going to be ready in the future.
I
So
see.
you just might as well get it now.
Yeah. What do I know too? I actually don't know. I just think yeah.
Like you said, it's a friendlier
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah.
So it's not
was
even the
gonna
same
say,
thing
it
as
probably-
a
and
Los
it also
Probably
Angeles.
depends on the place too, because like I feel like LA
LA's different.
there's only a handful of places in LA that are really like comedy places compared
Yeah.
to New York,
Mhm.
where it's like
Well, LA has the improv and
as like people that they're all like writing for all these big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
same in LA though. There's all those television
yeah,
writers
yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
They got
for
the
sure.
improv. They got
Yeah,
the
Laugh
comedy store,
Factory
Laugh
and-
Factory. So I
and all
think,
that.
but it seems like in New York you have some on every block maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I mean, East Village is all comedy clubs. That's all there is.
It's so popular right now, comedy.
Oh, it's extremely
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah, I think like TikTok and Instagram really got people.
I mean, yeah, you look
Yeah.
at like Andrew
Schultz, who he's like
Oh, yeah.
pretty much entirely changed his trajectory of his career just by doing the whole internet thing.
Yeah.
It's made him such a better comic, I think, than doing
Yeah,
the
he was
traditional route.
he was there early with some of the stuff
Yeah.
with COVID and everything.
Mhm.
Well, it's interesting because he even talks about just the idea that most comedians become actors. Like, they have to, that's how they make money. Is they get into acting.
It is kind of
That's how they're like sustaining themselves.
that
And
makes
it's like
sense.
that's not the case anymore.
Mm.
Now they're able to like basically represent themselves. They're able to tour. And,
Yeah.
like, you're making your money off touring rather than doing a 1 hour special or a movie
Yeah.
with
Well, you got to do
an Adam
everything.
Sandler
in
movie or
one
something
way.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cool too because I mean I didn't start comedy till like 2018 to 2020 depending on when you.
Right.
But it's cool because like I think like Andrew Schultz kind of or whoever started the internet thing is like you didn't have to be in LA or New York anymore.
That's right.
You know, people had to move out there and be like, oh, this is the only way I can make it. Like you can make it like wherever now, especially with the internet and TikTok. Like you can just be a star and then just tour like you're saying.
Yeah,
So.
tour based off that. Yeah, I mean, just a lot of these local people have just some huge clips too and some big following.
Oh yeah,
and like I noticed on your page you actually don't have any posts.
Yeah, I have no posts. I need to get on that.
Is that just something you're looking forward to doing at some point? Is starting to film some of this?
Yeah. I think I'm just like too much of like a perfectionist almost when it comes to like for like anything video related. And I was like I gotta make sure the clips I post have to be like perfect.
Perfect.
I have to like get my
focus.
Yeah, like
the right material.
Yeah, just like everything.
Yeah.
And I also don't record. I record audio of my sets, but I don't record video. I feel like before I get on stage, I'm just like so focused on like my set that like that if I'd like set a camera up and like get like sound and everything right, I'd just like not.
The set's over. Right?
Yeah,
you're still setting up.
Yeah, so I'm still like trying to like I need to get better at that. Like I've been told like just record. Like who cares? Like just do it and then.
Well, it's good you're conscious, but yeah, at the same time, it's dope to live in the real world and not have to bank on some of that stuff.
No.
But with Emma, that comedian.
Dallenberg.
Yeah. I think she's almost at like 40K.
Yeah, she's blowing up.
She's got a lot of big clips.
crazy.
One of our last interviews, he told me that we should interview her. And I was like, oh, I know who you're talking about. It's like it's a small city and whatnot. Too. Like everybody knows each other.
Yeah, in the comedy scene, like everyone, like if you named off a comic, I'm sure that I would / anyone else would know him.
Dude, literally.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting about comedy because I think it's so much more close knit than almost any other like artistic community. Because I think even smaller names might know bigger names.
And vice versa, right?
Vice versa.
Yeah.
That's kind of the very interesting thing. Yeah, man. Who's that one comedian? He's being compared to like George Lopez.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Mexican dude.
Barbosa?
Yeah, maybe. He was on Flagrant.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's Mexican even.
Isn't this his job?
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, George Lopez. New.
Yeah,
But it's like Brand. It starts with an R, I think. I don't know. I know his face. I see his face right now.
No,
he's like very short hair. Yeah.
He was on like
blown up like exponentially.
He was on like Kimmel and all that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just at House of Comedy in Mall America like last year. Yeah.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
You like it over there?
Yeah, I like it a lot. There's also a competition there that's actually going on right now.
Oh, interesting.
You said a competition?
Yeah. Okay. That's how I got introduced to like the place. I've went there for the open mic a few times.
Okay.
But I haven't been there since.
Oh, cool.
Other than like Acme, what's your favorite place to go to otherwise?
Acme's for sure number one. And then like Sisyphus Brewing, like their Thursday mic. Have you guys been there?
Not yet.
Yeah, great beer. Also, every Thursday they have a great mic. It usually packs out. Like that's my second favorite room to do.
Damn,
I think tied was second like CCU, Comedy Corner Underground.
Yeah, dude. That's
right. Have you guys been there?
Looks, man.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been.
Oh, God.
I keep, that's what I keep telling you.
We should go. Yeah.
Yeah, come. I think it's Friday night at 10.
That's the Crane one or no?
No, Crane is Wednesdays for an open mic.
See how dope it is that there's just something Monday.
Yeah, it's legit every single. I think the only day that they don't have a mic is Saturday. They used to have one.
That's usually a headliner kind of day.
Yeah, it's like it's like if you're booked shows, you're out of town for the weekend.
Type shit. Yeah.
Saturdays are not usually the best days.
I was over in St. Louis, actually right down the St. Louis Park. Yeah, I mean we're not in St. Louis Park. I was down the street, and there's a hemp store, and they're doing.
Yeah. Have you been? Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. The Natrium, right?
Yeah. So it's just a little like rundown, well, it's not rundown, but it's just a back.
Yeah,
back of the store.
Yeah, you can have comedy legit anywhere. Like
that's cool because it's the perfect like compliment to almost anything you're doing.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
What, comedy?
Yeah, comedy.
Yeah, well, you're drinking a beer, drinking a THC seltzer.
You're eating like it all plays.
You could choke if you're eating and watching comedy.
Well, I mean that's because I went to Comedy Cellar when I was in New York.
Oh, wow.
That was a really.
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience. But it's like literally, it's packed like 250 people just packed in this tiny room. You're like, you don't get any choice of where you're sitting. They just
they just
throw you in a spot, and like their food is like stupid expensive, but you're like
New York,
like eating like everything.
Yeah, but you're in that vibe though. And you're just like That's how I feel at Acme. Like the drinks are a little expensive, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this.
Yeah, enjoy some con. Yeah,
I guarantee it's nowhere close to what I spent. I spent $200.
Yeah, that's New York though.
Damn.
No, because so what it is
on that date.
You get the reservation, okay?
Yeah.
So you make the reservation, you get there. There's a initial fee for just being there. Then you have to spend.
It's 2 drink minimum.
It's a 2 drink minimum.
For open mic night or no? That's like a set. Okay, wait.
I don't think they do open mic there. To my knowledge,
I don't think so.
Somewhere like that.
it's one of those places where it's so rigid.
Where it's just headliners.
It's just headliners constantly. But yeah, I spent like probably $250.
Yeah, and here's a clip. I'm trying to make this. It's called Clip It Media. We'll figure it out. But okay, I'm setting the clip up. Okay, do you have any interest in performing at Joe Rogan's new club in Austin?
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Mothership.
Yeah, Mothership. Yeah, I've never been to Austin. I actually know 2 people now that's been down in Austin and have gone on.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They have an open mic, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they do something cool there. I think they pay all the Like, I don't think they take They don't take any money from it. They only do money on like drinks or whatever.
Okay,
So they pay
for the open mic.
I think so. I think someone was telling me that. So I think it's really cool. Yeah, I definitely want to go down there. I've never done comedy in Austin.
Dude, I mean, just off that, it's popping right now.
Yeah,
That's
becoming a comedy city.
For sure.
It's got everything going for it.
Yeah, I feel like Austin's just like becoming like the city almost. I feel like
absolutely.
everyone's kind of moving. Yeah,
It's really expensive.
It's super expensive now. I mean, it ballooned very fast.
Yeah. I mean, it'll go down though, like everything. But I mean, you hear about some of the crime, and it's like, but I hear like that 6th Street and stuff. It's like hundreds of people just like outside, like just walking, no cars. It's a pedestrian zone, which is dope. It's like,
have you guys been?
no, we want to go.
I haven't. I was born in Houston, but I've never been.
You're born in Houston.
Yeah, I was born.
Have you been to like New York, LA?
I've been to LA like with family when I was like younger. I went to New York last year, and that's when I went to the Cellar. But I was like there with friends, and I like didn't. I wanted to do comedy, but I didn't want to be like, it's like we were doing a group vacation. So I wasn't gonna be like, yo, let's do comedy this night. But next time I go, I'm definitely gonna. And I have friends that moved out there to New York that I can like, hopefully like they're also comics, so I can like hopefully
Brooklyn too. A lot of
yeah.
And that is sick.
Yeah, but yeah, East Village. I mean, you could spit in any direction and made a comedy club.
Now, who are some of your favorites right now? Like, I guess there's something that could be which comics do you enjoy watching, and which comics do you pull inspiration from? Because we're musicians too, so we're like, we talk a lot about inspiration. It's like, there's no way I can make a song just, out of nothing. Like, I listened to Led Zeppelin, I listened to the Beatles.
Right.
That's why I made a song like that,
Yeah.
So what about you?
Yeah, I think growing up, like, I watched a bunch of comedy. Like, my favorite comics growing up was, like, which I'm going to ask me. My favorite comic's like Louis C.K., but if, like, a coworker asked me, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, of course.
It's
like, he masturbated in front of people.
Yeah, exactly. So
You're going to think you're going to do something.
Yeah, exactly. So when people ask me, I usually just say, like, Kevin Hart. I did watch a lot of Kevin Hart growing up.
Okay.
And I like him, but, like, you see me on stage. I'm not like Kevin Hart at all.
No.
Yeah.
We're crazy.
but now, like, I mean, Andrew Schultz is up there. Honestly, I don't watch a lot of comedy now. Really? Yeah, because I feel like I, like, without even thinking about it, will, like, kind of, like, take inspiration from, like, their mannerisms, like, and, like, their style of jokes, where it's, like, even, like, my friends in the comedy scene that are, like, doing it with me now, like, I watch all of them, and sometimes, like, if I watch them too much, I'm, like, almost the way I write jokes is like similar to theirs. Like, wait, I don't want to do that. I want to like find my own voice.
Have your own voice.
So I don't really watch a lot of comedy anymore. I feel like the last special I watched was probably like 2019.
Damn.
Yeah. I watch clips all the time. So
they just show up.
Yeah. Shane Gillis. He's up.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Yeah. Samuro. Like, there's probably like the basic ones.
I got a homie out in Chicago who's doing stand up right now. He's actually friends with I just sent you the name, but the big dude from Curb Your Enthusiasm. What's his fucking name? Can you pull that up? I just had his fucking name. His name is Jeff Garland.
It looks like Harvey Weinstein.
Did you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I watched it like once or twice with my college roommates, but I've never like really got into it. I don't watch it much for TV either.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Not a lot of TV, not a lot of comedy, but that's dope that you're conscious about that though, because you might actually
I don't want to actually like not steal someone's joke, but like steal like their style. I want to be like unique in that sense.
When you're starting off, maybe it's good to like
to like know where to start. Like,
watch everything. What do you like?
Yeah,
kind of want to sound like okay, go from there.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of comedy growing up.
Definitely.
And I think that helps me get into comedy.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, now it's like
you just like writing, I guess.
Yeah, I like writing more.
You're spending a lot of time writing.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do you ever like picture yourself actually becoming a writer?
I was gonna ask that too.
Yeah, that'd be like honestly like ideal. Like instead of like a day job, like be a writer of some sort for like a show, or and I do stand. That'd be like the like dream life.
The dream.
Yeah.
I was watching, I think it was Conan O'Brien, like his podcast.
Yeah, he's got
talking
solid.
about like how he got to like where he was. It was very fascinating because one of the producers of that was also the producer of, I think, Letterman, I wanna say, or something like that. And he had just gotten a contract to work with The Simpsons, so he's writing on The Simpsons. And this was before like he even like was
Conan was.
Conan was.
Oh,
So, and with Fox, those contracts, they're rock solid. You can't get out of those whatsoever, apparently. And he got asked by Lorne Michaels to try and take over Letterman's spot, more or less.
savagery.
And he had never done any type of actual stage.
That's gnarly. He was just a writer.
He was a writer.
Yeah,
Really well-known writer.
that's dope.
But, I mean, that's how most of these people start.
Yeah. Well, the journey, but nowadays it's so different with like the clips and everything. The journey is different. Man.
Yeah.
You know, some people are just making it off the clips.
It's like the Please Don't Destroy guys on SNL.
Yeah.
Like, they were literally over the pandemic just doing like Twitter clips,
Skits. Yeah.
and skits and stuff like that. And
They end up getting
it
full
got
time.
Lorne Michaels' attention.
Well, I mean, once you're doing something that's getting more attention, or if you're straight up just funnier than an SNL skit, they're like, yeah, we need to have you on because we're a sinking ship or whatever.
Well, I think Lauren's direction is now he's seeing like the value of these like younger comics and comedians and stuff like that who are engaging on the internet.
Yeah.
Just being like, okay, we need to bring in some of these people 'cause
Yeah.
they're going in a direction that we want.
I mean, the youngins, man. The youngins are unhinged out here, man. Are you a 1997 guy just like me?
98. Okay. Yeah.
98.
You 98?
That's the boys. Now, all your fans out there want to know what's your zodiac sign.
Gemini?
Oh,
Gemini.
Yeah.
We got some danger.
I don't know what that means.
That means he's two-faced.
Yeah, that is the one that's like, I feel that is that the worst one?
Well, you have the most
I feel
famous
like
musicians. Like everybody's Trump is, he went number one on the charts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like you could say that about
Any of them is just like, is that the worst one? Like, yeah, it is.
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like I don't really know much, but every time I tell someone a Gemini, I'm like, ooh. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, don't believe me. Yeah.
Give you a disgusted face. You're like, this must be good. Dude, that's gnarly, man. I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh, do you like Tim Robinson? Are you familiar? I Think You Should Leave on Netflix. You'd fuck with it. It's a good show.
Oh, yeah. He does like the really dry, weird.
Yeah.
Are those the sketches?
It's a sketch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Robinson.
Adult Swim.
Dude for the longest
You
time.
fuck with him. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's the one with like the hot dog video.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's good.
When you said, I was like thinking about basketball player when you said Tim
You were like,
Robinson. I was like,
Vital-
yeah.
Well, this video is going to be named Andy Speaks on Final Four, Kanye West, like just with the biggest names.
Okay.
Jason. It's like, we have to get the clicks.
Speaks on Kanye West. That's it.
I mean, we mentioned it, so it's still
Yeah,
good.
it's legit.
Yeah,
legit.
man.
It's a game.
Can we get a little serious here? I just want to ask you what kind of philosophies you're living by nowadays. What could you recommend to people? What's getting you through the times? What do you do every day? What's your rituals? Do you meditate? Do you eat well?
I don't
Or do none of those things.
I don't meditate. I know I should. Everyone that I know who like does it, they're like, yeah, you should do it. I was like,
Yeah,
fucking. I feel like I
No,
can't.
dude, you're a comedian. You shouldn't be doing
You
that.
probably get some good jokes out of
You
it.
need
Yeah,
to be as much tortured as possible.
That's how good comics come out.
That's entirely.
Do I eat well? Nah, not really, honestly. I kind of eat
you gotta
like
be
shit.
as tortured as possible.
But I think the philosophy of life, I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of doing what I want to do. I feel like I'm following something that I'm passionate about, and that's kind of like my North Star, Like I'm kind of everything that I do, it's kind of like hoping that works out. So yeah, everything I do is kind of like that. Like for my 9 to 5, like my day job or whatever. Like I don't love it, but it lets me do comedy at night. Like pays for the bills or whatever. I don't hate it. It's just like I don't love it either, but I love doing comedy, so it allows me to do that.
What are you doing during the day?
I work in like software sales.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty dry shit.
I mean, yeah, it's money, right?
Yeah, I like pays the bills, but I'm looking at it as like, yeah, like I don't love it, but it allows me to like save for my future. So like if I ever want to do the comedy thing full time,
Yeah.
a lot of times
Takes
when you
time
start
off.
out, you don't get paid too well. So
Or
I'm just
at all.
yeah, exactly.
Drink tickets.
Yeah, exactly. You get paid to drink tickets.
Fucking
So
Get this man a drink.
so I just kind of yeah, just kind of put money away, and then like hopefully like there's a time where I feel like I can take that leap, leap of faith, and I have money to get me by. So that's kind of the way I live, like in like other aspects of life too, like friends, family, and
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're all pretty young, so it's dope, to just keep doing it and be conscious about shit. But like what you said earlier with your writing habits, as far as like always being on and having to be in a certain mindset, which is a positive one, to be able to write. Like I think that's a pretty good philosophy too. Like, just to get even progress, like in this field anyway.
Yeah.
When I'm writing the most, even if the jokes aren't like good on stage, like it's just like I'm just a better person. I feel like just because I'm like
when you're writing.
Yeah, just like I'm trying to be funny and be comedic. Like it's usually a fun like lighthearted thing. So just like I'm just in a better mindset. So I kind of use that as like my North Star as well. Just
dude, it's like medicine.
Honestly, I know people. People say like comedy is therapy.
Oh yeah. 100%. Bro, it feels so good to just like laugh. Man.
Yeah.
At the club and shit, man.
It feels good to laugh. Well, I think the grounding thing of comedy is that it's like a shared human experience, which I think is a very beautiful part of the art form. It's like you say something and people start to laugh because they realize, yeah, you're right. That is kind of fucked up.
Or that is true.
That is true, and it's cool to like twist some of those things into just a laughable moment.
Yeah.
Bro, you got to catch this guy on stage, man.
I do.
We were trying to, he works Tuesday night, so I got to catch him before it comes on.
I have the worst schedule ever.
Well, are you going to be at the brewery on Thursday? Or?
That I always sign up, but I'll get on like every once in a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
is it that strict? Like,
it's like they try to filter in new people every week. Like everyone, like the people who run it are comics, so they like understand the crowd.
Oh, you were here last week.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy's dry, man. Like, not dry, but like I know humorous. Like, like it's a sucker punch, man.
Yeah,
like it's some good shit, man.
Yeah,
I think we're about to reset the camera, but we have one question. How much? What do we have?
Got 1:20.
All right, here we got 1:20 for this one question. It's for a super cut. Can you ask it?
Okay, this is a big one.
It's a big one.
A lot of times people get a little bit stuttered by it. They don't know how to always react. But I'm just gonna shoot it. Okay. Aliens. Yes or no?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
We can expand on your thoughts on it.
What's the most?
You have 30 seconds though.
I think there's like the universe is so big that like there has to be. Right, I know people say like, oh, like didn't want having them make contact. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not that. I don't know. I just think they're out there. Like, the universe is so big, they've got to be out there somewhere.
They have to be.
Like, I don't know what you define as an alien either, but like, there's something.
Yeah, it could be like one of our guests like said it's just a little algae. Could be a. Ladies and gentlemen, Almost Spicy Podcast. We'll be right back in 5 seconds. We're talking Trump NFTs, Coachella, and more. Stick with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on the Almost Spicy Podcast.
It's about to get spicy.
We're here with Andy. Can you say your last name again?
Duong. Yeah. I might have said it different both times. I don't even know if I say it right anymore. If I'm being honest.
Does that happen on stage?
Like somebody like they're like, and now coming to the stage, and they just botch it, and you're just like,
yeah, I'd say it's like a weird last name. It's like hard to pronounce. It's like I learned that like it's Vietnamese.
Okay.
So if you don't grow up learning Vietnamese, like you just like don't develop like the tongue muscles to say it. So like all my life, like for roll call for school, like no one's ever said it right. The only person who's ever said it right was this kid in my grade who had like a speech impediment. Was the only person who's ever pronounced it right. Yeah, and I was like, okay, there's something going on with those tongue muscles for sure. Like
God's cursed you.
Yeah, so
you've been able to say my name right.
So that's the only white person who's been able to say it correctly. So I'm used to it. Like as long as like the people don't say like dung or dong, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten those plenty of times. But if they like attempt to try to say it, then it doesn't matter.
So it's dough.
Duong. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Duong.
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 Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense once you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've thought about like changing my name for comedy purposes, just so like it's easier to pronounce. But I feel like I should have done that before.
I feel like that's a good bit in and of itself.
Yeah,
it's like, you can like come up and be this white person did not get it right. Something like that.
I should make a bit about it.
Yeah,
that's a good bit.
I feel like because that's like a fun play. I think if like Louis C.K. is like one of your influences, I mean that's a great example of somebody who does that exact thing.
Yeah.
It's just like self-deprecating to like the highest degree.
That's what hear about. That's what Mark Norman was talking about.
No.
Yeah.
Self-deprecate. I love him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Fucking we got a speed round.
Okay.
Questions.
Let's do it.
My girlfriend wrote these. Worst breakup
Worst breakup.
and best makeup.
Best makeup.
Biggest life regret. These are really intense. These aren't really speed round.
What are these questions?
I don't know. Okay, here's a good one. If you could drop everything right now, what would you do?
I feel like I do comedy. I feel like I'm doing the thing that like I want to do the most.
So you would just not drop everything, maybe.
Yeah. Like, I guess I would like drop like my day job and like really like start like do. I guess the thing with comedy is like you can really only do it at night. You can't just like go to. I guess you could just go to a fucking park and just like get a speaker and start doing comedy.
Yeah, because we bust as musicians, so we'll just play, guitar like on a bridge.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. We should do like an event or something.
Yeah, let's do it. Just 12 p.m.
Yeah,
on a Monday.
Comedy in the park at noon.
Yeah, just saying profanity in
Yeah,
the park.
You know, the other day I was walking through the park.
Just yelling slurs, man. To grandmas.
Two grandmas.
Dude, that's pretty good though. This one says, your best asset.
Best asset?
Yeah, like about yourself.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a financial asset.
That's the next question.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest asset.
Yeah.
Biggest asset.
My best asset about myself? I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty lighthearted dude. I feel like that helps me with comedy and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
For sure.
Not too stressed.
Yeah, I feel like I take everything like pretty not everything, but like I don't know, like good perspective on things. I think
That's definitely a good asset. We'll skip the biggest asset. We know it's your Bentley that's parked outside.
He's getting the right.
yeah. I wish, dude.
Something you've never told anyone.
Dude, I'm an open book. I mean, I'm a comic. Everything the shit I've said on stage is like probably shit that most people would never talk about ever.
Yeah.
You know, so
You said some crazy. I mean, you get dark.
yeah.
You're not afraid to get dark.
Yeah.
It's like all my shit is ghostwritten by somebody else.
Someone with a lot more trauma than me.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, right. Someone
like-
that in more tough.
let me tell you, somebody way more fucked up than me is writing all
He's got an
these jokes.
earpiece right now, giving all these answers, man. Who would you have dinner with, dead or alive, if you could?
I'm a big basketball guy, so I think I'd probably get dinner with Kobe because
Ooh,
I know that I'm not sure if that's
a little too soon, but it's
yeah.
We'll bleep it. No,
Yeah.
no reason to. Rest in peace, man. No, that's valid.
I think that's I feel like I don't know, some people like do like really famous like philosophers and whatnot. I don't think that. I feel like I get bored. I don't know. Like I feel like
Are sitting at the table, you're like, dude, you're not even.
Yeah.
This isn't even cool.
yeah, or like people who are like extremely smart or whatever. It's like I feel like I don't want to be in that conversation. Like
yeah.
it's
Dude,
just
like Albert Einstein. It's
Yeah.
like, dude,
this is all going over my head, bro.
keep
drawing out on the board. I don't care.
Yeah, I want to talk hoops or some shit. Like,
yeah.
I know Soldier Boy got mad recently because a bunch of people were like, I think it was like $500 or dinner with Soldier Boy, and like a lot of people were like, "Give me the 500." He was like, "Fuck all of you." Like,
I'll be
he was
honest.
tweaking, bro. He's off the
I'll
drugs,
be
man.
honest. I'd take the $500.
He was pissed, bro. He was like visibly pissed online, man. It's pretty gnarly, bro. In the past life, who or what were you?
yeah. I feel there's this saying like Buddhist culture. I'm pretty sure where it's like you get reborn into like animals or like just things too.
Reincarnation. You know?
Yeah, there's like 7 levels. I used to go to like this Buddhist school on Sundays. I always think I could have been like an animal in a past life.
Yeah.
I think that's like the 3rd level or something.
Did you ever narrow it down to like which animal?
I feel like I've like tiger maybe. Just like you're 1998 too, right?
Yeah, so
you're
you're the
19
tiger. No,
Yeah.
he's dragon.
Dragon, yeah.
99? 2000.
2000. Yeah, 1998. You have a tiger. My mom has my dad has like tiger tattoos for me. Like my house is just cluttered with like tigers.
Really?
Yeah. So I just
So
feel
it
like,
makes sense. Huh?
Yeah.
I love tigers too.
yeah. Become a badass. That's the good one to have. 1998.
I think that is the best one.
Which one are you?
97. I don't even know. I think I'm like the rat or something.
Yeah.
That's an
yeah.
L.
Man, I don't know.
There is a rat. There's a rat.
There's a rat. There's a rabbit. There's
Rabbits are weak.
Rabbit.
There's a snake, which
snake.
kind of cool, but also
cool.
kind of
Dragon, arguably the sickest.
Yeah.
But tiger, kind of head in it.
yeah. Tigers are badass.
I'm an ox. There we go.
Wow, look at you.
Ox are decent. Yeah.
Taurus.
It's not
and
too
an
bad.
ox.
Yeah. Yo, what
The
else
big
is
bull.
going on in the news, man? Can we pull up some news stories? I got some notes for some stuff. Hold on. Let me see what else I have written, man. Oh, yeah. Did you? I mean, I had this written before you came on, but it's about the and you're not even Chinese, but it's the Chinese police stations in Manhattan. They just shut one down. The Chinese military or government opened up police stations in Manhattan.
But it opened up?
Yeah, bro. They just had their people like start a fucking China police station, like a CCP.
But how?
They just did it.
They just pulled up, and
I think they rented an office. Yeah, and they were like, "This is the Chinese police office," and they're like, "What the?"
I did not hear about that.
Yeah,
Dude, China might take over soon, dude.
I mean, I think they're working hard.
Yeah.
They're working overtime.
Yeah, there's a lot of TikToks I see of people like way smarter than me talking about like, yeah, we're in trouble. Like, and I was like, yeah, when it happens, it happens. I don't know. I'm not doing anything about that.
it's
Like,
Dude, I'm a comic.
yeah, you don't want me in the battlefield. You don't want me anywhere, dog. Just let me tell jokes. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you can make them
like
laugh.
the little drummer boy. It's like,
yeah, I was not built for war, man. Like,
yeah, shit. I don't think any of us on this podcast would be.
Yeah, I'm training, bro.
Could you see him on the front lines? You'd be like,
I've been in the gym, bro. I used to do airsoft.
oh yeah,
That shit was fun, man.
same.
you guys both did airsoft?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit was fun. I got scared. Yeah.
Bro, that shit hurts, bro.
Yeah,
One
that's
time,
the thing.
a fucking one of my best friends made me cry because he was like, "Which leg?"
Yeah.
Hey, bro, and he was like, "I was like, neither." He just shot me in the left one.
Yeah.
I
He
remember.
chose for me, bro.
I remember some of the people we do it with it would be like, dance, monkey, dance, and shoot at
Bro,
bro.
Yeah.
kids are untethered.
Yeah.
man.
And those things fucking hurt. Dude, the reason why I quit is because I had this airsoft shotgun and I was like pointing at my mom's eye, right? And she's like, don't point that shit at me. And I'm like, dude, there's nothing in it. And I shot her and nothing came out. And I was like, see, there's nothing. And she got so mad she went downstairs. And then I like pumped it up and shot it again and something came out. And I was like, dude, that God was looking out for me or something. Like, I'm not even that, but that's like, I was like, dude, I could have blinded my mom. It was like a 500 FPS shotgun. Legit, like right on her eye. And I pressed the button, nothing came out. The next time I shot it.
Did
like-
you shoot it at her the second time?
No, I just shot it against my wall. She got mad. She went downstairs. Like, I was like, oh, whatever.
You're like,
I shot it. It came out. I was like, I threw it away after that. I quit airsoft. I got so scarred, dude.
a good reason to quit. That's
is a great
intense,
reason
bro.
to
Yeah.
quit.
So I quit. I was like, I can't do this.
gnarly.
I was like, I don't know, like 12 years old. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, if I blinded my mom, I would never live that shit down.
At least you have that consciousness. 12-year-olds are fucking crazy. I've been doing this
We were
bit.
doing
I've just
some
been
dumb
yelling
shit.
about like don't fuck with the U.S. youth, man. I did it in the last episode, but it's just like because we're eating magic mushrooms and protein powder for breakfast, bro. Like
Dude,
you're just fucking strong.
Dude, yeah, our kids nowadays just like way more crazy because of like TikTok and shit.
100%.
They're fucking wild. It seems like.
I had a thought the other day, like as I was driving like to work, I was like, we're not meant to be this overstimulated.
No, bro. But yeah, I had a guy in my school that used to like go through Vine while he drove, you know, after a music festival while, you know, high on drugs and drunk, and he's still scrolling on Vine. But like nowadays, that's just normal. And
Yeah.
shit. And then like, you know, the vapes and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Shit's crazy. I don't fuck with
Stimulus.
the U.S., man.
if you had to leave, where'd you go?
If I had to leave,
Yeah. You.
maybe Mexico. It's where I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be much, you know, better. It depends what it was,
I'd
what
go
was
to Europe.
happening. Europe? Yeah, I'd go to Ukraine.
Join the front line.
Yeah. So, what are you big into philosophy or like not philosophy, but like what do you think about society?
Yeah. I don't know. I think about it a lot. I try not. Well, every time I think
feel like
about it,
you
I get
have to,
sad.
yeah.
You know, so I try
Yeah.
like as a comic.
world.
Yeah, like I mean, as a comic, I feel like I have to keep up with the news, like just to be relevant and whatnot.
You are
but-
kind of the most one of the most relevant acts up there at Epcot.
yeah, I try to watch the news or like look at the news and try to do like new stuff and
because
like
it can
that.
hit.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Like
everybody else
development.
also saw that news, so it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of a hit.
But yeah, I don't know. I look at society and it's like, yeah, I get like, I'm pretty like pessimistic about it, but like also like, then I like meet people like my friends that gives me optimism about it. But it's like, when I look at it, maybe that's what it is. I just watch too much news. They always highlight the worst shit. You know,
of course.
it's like, is it actually as bad as it seems? I don't know. I'm not.
The corruption's bad.
Yeah.
Like I always tell everybody, it's just the fact that there's like a whole U.S. government that none of us know it exists. It's a shadow government with its own military, its own air force, its own economy, its own everything, bro. Navy, bro.
I don't. I feel like there's so much shit that I just don't understand. But I'm like such a small fish. They don't give a fuck about me. You know, that's kind of the way.
This is like a
Even deeper like level talk thing. It's a rabbit hole.
I know, man. It's crazy. Like, there's obviously a lot of shit we don't know. But with the internet, that's what always gets me. It's like we know so much now. Like, without the
Yeah.
internet, we wouldn't know half of this shit. Like,
Have you guys been on the dark web at all?
Yeah.
back in the day, not really too much.
Yeah.
So it kind of scares me.
Yeah, I've heard stories. Like I've had friends like open it on their laptop when I'm around. I'm like, I don't want to get murked right now. Like I gotta leave. I get the SWAT.
The people that are like, I want to find a red room. Like, I want to go for it. It's like, dude, you're fucked up.
Oh, bro, you could get a hitman on there too.
Yeah.
Like, paying Bitcoin and shit. Like, just drugs and shit too. Like all that shit. I think we were talking about that last time. In Silk Road.
I don't know what, it's just made me remember. There was this one Vice like short film. I think it was Chance the Rapper or something like that.
Chance the Rapper gets acid.
No. Where it hired a hitman. It was like a short film.
He hired a hitman?
Yeah, like on the
For Vice?
No. It was a short film that Vice created.
Film, okay. That he started? Chance the Rapper?
That he started. I can't remember if it was Chance or it was some other rapper at that time. But it was like, yeah.
You just chose Chance the Rapper because it was easy, man?
That's what I remember.
Can you pull it up? Mark's on his phone, man.
Vice, Chance the Rapper hires hitman.
Yeah, just look up hitman for hire, and then just get one going, man. For here.
All right. Oh, so
hey, it wasn't Chance.
watch Chance the Rapper hire a hitman to kill himself.
Oh yeah, I've seen that thumbnail.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a wild short film.
Yeah,
highly recommend. Mr. Happy. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now it sounds more familiar.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I saw the thumbnail. I was like, I don't know what this is about.
Is that older? Or?
It's yeah.
Okay.
It was right at like the peak of like acid rap.
Bro, I feel like he was going crazy with that, like the acid stuff, like because he was like edgy with that. It's like, have you done psychedelics yourself?
Yeah.
Like, who's watching this?
Yeah, I've dabbled in them. Yeah.
Here and there.
Yeah.
Not too bad, right?
Yeah, not too bad. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Not right now.
Yeah.
That wasn't convincing.
Yeah, it wasn't convincing.
To do a second take.
Maybe,
I don't do that anymore.
I forgot when the
Any
last time.
future employers, if you're watching this.
Oh yeah, right. Shit.
Yeah, we're not editing anything out of this, by the way. We don't have the staffing anymore.
What is he doing over there? You can get it.
Oh, what? This is a new hire.
He's an intern.
Yeah, he's unpaid. He's not
He's
staying
unpaid.
long, man. He's actually paying. He's like,
He's paying to be here.
He's paying to be
he's
here.
gonna buy us a switchboard so we can switch between angles. No, he doesn't use it him.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
Ben, any questions? Anything coming up to your head?
Oh my god.
I didn't check the news, man.
So, do you want to like perform in any of the places, or are you just gonna be grounded here? Like,
No, I mean, I definitely want to travel and like visit other cities for comedy.
grounded.
Yeah, like
but do you want to like uproot yourself and be in a completely different place? Would that make sense, or would that have to be like, okay, I've quit my 9 to 5. I'm actually making money now.
Everybody in Minneapolis knows me. Now it's time
yeah.
for me to go somewhere, maybe, you know. Like,
potentially. I feel like I've heard like a lot of people when you move, you have to like kind of start over.
yeah.
Like your comedy career, like you have to like build yourself back up because people don't know you. So if I want to move, I think I'd probably need like a good like hour of good material before I move out. So that way, like right away, they start noticing me.
Yeah.
And also like I do have like other stuff rather than comedy keeping me here. Like my family, I'm from Minnesota. Like I said, my family's here.
It's not easy to leave sometimes, as cold as it gets or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be nice. I mean, I'd like going to the other cities. Like I went to Seattle for 3 weeks, and I just like did mics there for 3 weeks.
Oh, you did? I was gonna
really?
ask if
Wow.
you've been out of state for.
Yeah, like I like
3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like it was super fun. I mean, I work remotely, so I just like worked there, and then just
You can
just
do anything.
yeah. But you know, there's a lot of my plan was to travel like every month at an Airbnb and just do comedy in that city. But then after
Bring us.
yeah, you guys can come, dude.
We'll come, bro.
But then I did it for Seattle in 3 weeks, and then
That's a long time.
yeah, I just like missed home. My girlfriend, my dog's here, and also like people like messaged me like, "Hey, I gotta be in town this week to do a show in Minneapolis." I was like, "Oh, I'm in Seattle."
I'm in
So-
Seattle where I don't know
yeah,
anybody.
exactly. So I was like, I should probably stay here for a little bit, and like I feel like I have a good opportunity here right now.
Yeah.
And then if I ever think that like it might be better for me to hop to a new city, then maybe I'll do that. But I haven't really thought about
Maybe
it.
instead of 3 weeks, you do like less time or something. Too.
Yeah, I'm
Or
actually
not every month.
Yeah, I'm actually going to San Diego for like a week and a half in a few weeks. So I'll probably do mics over there and just see what it's like. I definitely want to live somewhere for like a month or two before like fully committing somewhere.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm not thinking about moving for at least another few years probably.
Yeah, definitely. How I heard about San Diego is they got that rash now. from The Last of Us. There's actually that fungi shit going around now.
Oh, I saw there's.
I'm sorry, what?
The infectious fungi, it's real. It's not just TV now. It's real. Your thoughts?
Mark, we gotta make money
I did
really
see it,
fast. We gotta build that bunker ASAP. A fucking sap.
Oh, y'all trying to get in bunker mode? Are you a big
Yeah.
prepper?
Hell no, dude. Like I said, dude, I'm not made for any of this.
No, you
like
don't-
I'm the first one.
You don't
That,
got a few cans of beans?
nah, dude. Zombies don't give a fuck about jokes, dude. I got nothing to offer 'em, man. I'm dying. I'm telling you.
You better
This
hope.
is a tough crowd.
You better hope a nuke
Yeah.
fucking likes comedy, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
Are you guys preppers?
we joke
No.
about it.
No, yeah,
I
we joke
have a
about it.
neighbor who is, but it's like, no.
No, I'll be honest. After watching The Last of Us, I'm like, I need to make a lot of money so I can have a moat with eels in it.
Oh yeah, for
It takes a
sure.
lot. It takes a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll just go to Whole Foods and get dinner. You know, like I don't have like too many dinners lined up. But I don't want to talk too much about my Whole Foods trips. Because them self checkouts, you ever hit the self checkout before?
Whole Foods, yeah, I've done self checkout.
Yeah, buddy. They don't have those at Trader Joe's.
The question was, are you a prepper? It's like, no, I just go to Whole Foods.
Dude, they closed the San Francisco Whole Foods. This is a clip. They closed the San Francisco Whole Foods after a year of it being open because of crime. That's all I have to say.
People just stealing shit from self checkout. I feel that's
Well,
every
I
self
think it was
checkout.
like heroin and shit.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Like in the bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
But that's just like here. We don't close shit here. We had the whole riots and shit. Didn't close. Target was just open.
Or which that's insane.
Which Walmart?
Closing a wall.
They closed Walmart?
And they closed all the in North Minneapolis, leaving North Minneapolis with only 2 grocery stores, which is pretty fucked up. We're looking at you, Mayor Fry, whatever the fuck your name is, man. We want you on here.
Justin Trudeau light.
We need Justin Trudeau on here, dude. So, and you voted last election, or
I did, yeah.
nice? You don't have to tell us who.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Do you want me? I can.
Can you do it?
That felt exactly like you don't have to tell us.
I can, yeah.
Well, please tell
Hey,
us.
do you do a good Biden impersonation, or do you do impressions?
I don't do impressions. Yeah, I don't do that.
That's
Do I do impressions? No, I don't think I
Yeah.
do.
We were at the studio yesterday. We were just dog piling on Biden. It's just like the kids touch my legs in the pool. And which can we get chocolate mint? That's his flavor, bro. Can we get some ice cream? I don't do a good one, but
I don't even know what you're saying.
Can you do a good Biden?
I could stutter. That's
Can you
the
do a
best
good
I
Trump?
got.
Folks,
It's like
I hear if you do the
Gonna be
hand.
great things. We're gonna be doing
The
best
NFT.
things. The NFT. It's gonna go great. It's gonna be successful.
Some
on
people
all
made money off.
accounts.
Are you a crypto guy at all?
Yeah, I used to invest like pretty heavily into crypto. I did the NFT stuff for a while.
Okay. Are you still investing right now, or?
Yeah, I do a little bit. Like Ethereum. Most of it's just through Coinbase and just like diversifies for me.
Dollar cost average?
Yeah.
Wait.
But I haven't done. I guess that's what I used to do. I haven't done it in a while. I just like do more like conservative, like just like stocks and ETFs.
Oh,
and whatnot.
okay. Yeah, good
Are
shit.
you a mutual fund guy or a
Yeah.
actual individual stock guy?
Yeah, I'm more of a just diversified, like VT Sacks or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like that's what
sure.
everyone tells me to do. I was like, what?
BT Sacks?
Yeah,
I gotta write that.
that's the best way to go. Like if you're not really into spending all the time into
Well, it's
research
stressful,
and-
bro. Like you're like, oh shit, wait, I just lost money. Like,
Yeah.
Holy.
I mean, I learned my lesson real quick because like I got into like when like the fucking GameStop shit was happening.
Oh,
Oh,
class.
I like put money into that and I lost like $1,500, which was like a lot of money. Like it's still a lot of money
On
now,
one
but like
play?
yeah, pretty much. It was like 3 different stocks. I was
Okay,
like 500
yeah.
each. But at the time, that was like all my money. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I gotta stop doing this.
Yes.
So it was luckily my net worth at the time was $1,500. I lost all of it. That'd be fucking terrifying if I like 10 years from now did the same shit and lost like way more money. So it was a good
Yeah.
lesson to learn early on.
Dude,
So-
it is nice to
sure.
learn though, like, and just being able to move the money and like, okay, this is how this works.
Yeah.
Wallets and shit. Now, what is that ETF you guys said? I take notes.
VT Sacks.
VT.
It's like just like it's Vanguard's like
yeah, I was gonna say.
I think
it's
is it their entire stock? Is it entire stock market or whatever?
probably
Yeah,
more
it's
than
like
likely.
yeah, that's
One of the
it's-
S&P
it's a
500 or
highly-
something.
yeah, it's super safe.
Most
Yeah.
Okay.
most
Yeah.
Vanguard ones are pretty rock
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. They say it's good to have like have cash, have gold, have silver.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, like those types of like mutual funds are probably the best because it's like putting your money into an actual savings account that is actually accruing interest rather than actually putting your money in a savings account.
that Apple just launched that savings. Yeah, this podcast is kind of all over the fucking place, man. We had how many credit cards do you have?
Oh, dude, don't get me. I'm a huge credit card dude.
That's sick. Me too. I love it.
Yeah. I just love like churning them. I'm in a credit card Facebook group. Are you in that?
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick.
Crazy.
Dude, I'm like,
talk to me about
dude, I love. I mean, that's how I travel. I haven't paid for a flight to go traveling since like 2019. I've gone a lot of fucking places.
Fuck yeah.
Get on this credit card game. Everyone in here, do it.
Hell yeah.
So what's your main card that you use?
The main card I use is the Amex Gold because that's like
gold, not the platinum.
No, yeah, platinum doesn't really make sense for me.
With that fee or
With the fee, like I kind of count everything. Like they don't do like I don't because I think they're.
I got the platinum. So.
You got the platinum. Do you travel a lot? Like you get the lounge access is really
The
nice.
lounge access is amazing.
Yeah, like
there's other perks and shit too, right?
Yeah.
There's a fuck ton of perks.
Yes.
So what? You have more than 10 cards?
No, I have like I think like 6 cards, but I only use 2 of them.
Yeah.
I just keep them open because if they're a lot of them are no annual fee, so it's like you just keep them open for your credit.
No fees.
Yeah.
Plus, if you close it a bit.
Well, don't close that first card. As long as you don't close the first one. My mom did that shit where her shit tanked like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But she's, but nobody really teaches you that, especially if you're like from a different country. It's like,
Yeah, for sure.
you just like don't want the card anymore. It just screwed your whole shit, man. Yeah. Well, that's dope though. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting because like people are using credit cards to buy necessities nowadays, and it's like we're almost at $1 trillion in U.S. credit card debt.
Yeah.
There's the self-checkout thing. People, there's you kind of have to do some things nowadays in this economy. Unless you're making $100,000, you're either making $100,000 a year, or you are shoplifting, or you're both.
He's not trying to out himself.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
He is, but he's not.
shit's so expensive, and if you put a ribeye steak, I'm not gonna go any more forward. But I'm not gonna say anything else. Actually,
Do not check any of the footage
I don't.
on Whole Foods.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck.
See, I found a new Whole Foods to go to.
God damn it! I just started getting comfortable at this Whole Foods. We should have been using different names in different stores, man. Fuck. No, we didn't say anything.
No, we didn't. Say
I retract everything.
Yeah.
You just bleep it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, pay someone to bleep it out. Pay them like $5 an hour or some shit.
Yeah. Literally, man. Well,
Oh
shit,
my
man.
God.
I don't know if I have any more questions. Do we have any more for Andy?
Do I have any more
Do you have
content?
anything more you want to tell? I was gonna ask you actually. Do you one day want to
He
do a
does have
special?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I think that's a lot of comics' goals to like have a special, go on tour and whatnot. So that'd be awesome if like I had like some sort of following, and that's the thing I have to get better at.
I mean, this will help. Are you gonna
honestly-
put us on your Instagram?
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
I
bet.
think for you, yeah. If you just get on that Reels game, I mean, if you just have content,
yeah.
Yeah,
like, if you're like performing, I mean, how long is your set usually?
The open mics,
Hey, open mic's like 5 minutes, but if there's like a show, like anywhere from like 10 to 25.
which is way different.
Yeah.
Which
Those two sets are different.
Which that's the thing, because I've noticed more like most of these comedian clips are not even like a few seconds sometimes.
But that's how they hit best.
But
the attention
it's also
span.
because
Yeah.
they're doing like crowd interactions too. I think
A lot of
that's
crowd
what-
work, yeah.
A
Some
lot
of
of
them.
crowd work, but which
You're always writing new shit, which is so dope. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in with like brand new material because like some of us will go to the same open mic every week,
yeah,
and it's like,
the
yeah,
same
there's
content.
that person doing that joke from last week. Yeah, okay, it's a little better, but I like somebody who can bring it fresh. Like,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying my best.
dude, hell yeah,
it's
man.
not an easy thing.
It's not, man.
But yeah, dude, get the Reels going. Once you get the Reels
Yeah,
going,
if you let us
it's gonna
collab with you, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
spiral. It's gonna
Sick.
spiral.
Yeah, we'll have to do some kind of show or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, this has been a
That's
riveting.
the goal.
That's the goal. We're trying to have a almost spicy like.
Oh, I heard back from 7th Street.
Oh, really?
End of August. If you're trying to maybe host or some shit.
I'm down. Let me know.
Hell yeah. We'll have some music and some comedy
Music,
maybe.
comedy. Try
We'll
to get
see.
the whole thing.
Have you guys looked into Underground Music Cafe, like the Crane? Yeah, they do music too, right?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
music. They have everything. I need to get over there
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
to check it out.
Yeah, you can just message the guy. I can throw them your name.
For sure. Yeah.
I think I somewhat know the people there.
Okay,
So,
yeah. No,
They're super nice.
Yeah, definitely trying to check that spot out in that brewery, the Sisyphus. How do you say it?
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. That's a hard word to say.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Comedy Corner Underground?
Yeah, I was hosting it last weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, super
that
cool.
spot.
I actually got, speaking of clips, I did 2 15-minute sets for them last week because I was hosting, and they sent me those clips actually, so I might have to
they
scrub through them.
Yeah,
Debut that.
they have a really good quality setup there. to
Yeah,
record
yeah.
stuff.
Really?
They actually just got new cameras. Like their new footage is great. Like it's great for like a lot of people like want to do like their like festivals are coming up and like people get their
Yeah.
clips from there and send them to festivals because
It's a small venue. It's a
Is it
tiny,
really?
I think it's like
place.
65 max.
That's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Damn.
No,
What does Acme? 200?
Yeah, like a little bit more. Like when it sells
They have a
out.
lot of chairs up in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But that background at the Comedy Underground spot is
Yeah, it's
really
really like all the posters. Yeah, it looks like a indie like comedy place. It's super sick.
It does. And yeah.
Yeah. You fuck with Conrad?
Oh yeah, I love Conrad. I go to his mic on Mondays. Uproar, open mic in Uptown. It's really good. It's free. Anyone wants
At
to go.
the Brian Lake?
Brian Lake Bowl. Yep. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Mondays. I'm there most times.
Is that so? He's hosting that.
They have 4 hosts, and Conrad's one of them. Yeah, he's been blowing up on social media. I don't know if you guys have been seeing
No,
that.
for sure. Yeah.
I think he got.
Yeah.
Lucius told us to have him on, but
Yeah.
I haven't tried to reach. I want to like we met in person.
Yeah.
We're here now, so I kind of want to
Yeah.
not cold.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just like hey, whatever. But yeah, man. Well, this has been amazing, man. I think
Yeah.
we're coming up on the hour. Where are we at, man?
Oh,
Ended. Sick,
That's
man.
it.
thanks for having me.
Shit.
thank you.
Andy. One more time on the last name.
Doing.
No.
We'll have to see if I say it the same way.
Let's bleep it
It
out.
different every
Well,
time.
We'll make a compilation of just you
Dude.
saying it, and it's all wrong every single time.
We'll censor. Andy, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you for coming
Yeah,
on.
this is awesome.
Almost Spicy
Almost Spicy.
Podcast. Follow Andy on everything, man. Links in the description. Everything I mean, just Instagram. I
Yeah,
think, is where you're from.
Yeah.
You're not on Snapchat yet, but I think you
It's a
might be.
game changer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, this has been another Almost Spicy episode in the books.
Well, my name is Francisco.
I'm Ben.
I'm Andy.
Mark's
Mark's in the back.
in the background. Thanks for checking us out, man. Subscribe.